Before we get into today's episode, I have a special announcement that, besides my kids, might be the best thing I've ever created. You want to know the secret to actually becoming who you're meant to be without getting lost in either pure science or woo-woo spirituality? Well, here's the thing. It's not about becoming some perfect version of yourself that feels impossible to maintain. It's more about understanding who you really are and what you love, and then creating a life around that. And that's exactly why I created Living Mind Love. Each month, we combine brain science with soul wisdom to help you make real changes that stick. Everything I've learned from nearly 500 interviews with the world's most brilliant minds, broken down into tiny little shifts that feel natural and actually work. So this is about bringing together science and soul in a way that actually works. Plus, you'll be part of the first ever Mind Love community on School, so we get to figure this all out together. So if you want to make 2025 your best year ever, go to mindlove.com/living to join the waitlist, and you'll get instant access to my 10-year vision meditation. So let's get into today's episode. Welcome to Mind Love Premium episode 46. Today's episode is all about mom guilt.
The tool I use a lot is vision, right? Setting vision, standards, and values that I want to name for myself. And you can do that as a family too, but we're talking about you specifically in your mothering, right? And so rather than have goals about, measurable or anything like that, a vision, how do I want to feel? If the vision for myself as a mother wasn't like, I'm going to do this job right, my kid's going to be awesome, but instead was trying on things like my vision for myself as a mom is that I am going to learn and grow with my child and be on this adventure of self-discovery and grow as much as he or she does.
I've only been a mom for a few months, but I am already intimately familiar with the constant pressure that moms feel. Am I doing things the right way? To vaccinate or not to vaccinate? To circumcise or not to circumcise? Is co-sleeping unsafe, or is that just a Western belief? Should I hold my baby more, or is he learning independence? Is contact napping good, or teaching bad habits? Is sleep training cruel, or am I actually teaching my baby to sleep better? Is this carrier causing hip dysplasia? Is this seat hindering his development or helping it? There are so many decisions to make for kids, and almost all of them have this whole gang of people behind either side of the answer. And if you're in the Facebook groups, they're usually ready to shame you for whatever you pick. I have my beliefs. I've researched both sides of almost everything at this point. I've sat with my decisions, and they feel right in my body. But even so, I somehow still feel a little bit guilty. I don't even always know where that guilt is coming from. Maybe it's just holding space for the tiny seed of doubt that there could be a better way to do things. I'll share with you that what feels right for me and my family is more of an attachment parenting style. I wasn't convinced by someone of this at all. I actually read so many books on other methods and began trying versions of them, and to be honest, none of them really felt 100% my style, so I adapted. But then I'd get burnt out and I'd relax into what felt just more intuitive for me. And then I found out that what I was doing naturally was more of attachment parenting. But I'm also not here to say that it's the right way or that any other way is the wrong way. There are things that feel wrong to me, but that doesn't mean it's wrong for another family. I swear, parenting in general, from the moment he was conceived until now, just a few months in, has been the most humbling experience of my life. And I love it. I can have strong opinions. I do research for a reason. I'm always looking for the right way to do life. About 3 months into pregnancy, I thought I had found a right way for everything. I can practically hear the experienced moms laughing from their cars or wherever you're listening to this. Because one at a time, the universe has had other plans. And what I'm learning is that the right way for me is already inside me. My child chose me for a reason. Because the way I do things is what he needs to develop into the best version of himself. I still want to learn from moms who came before me. I mean, that is part of my natural style, is constantly learning. But I no longer want to feel pressured to follow a structure that might not fit my family. But just because I don't intend to feel pressured doesn't mean I don't feel it. But my mindset around that pressure determines my relationship to it. Can I just notice that I'm feeling pressure and let it pass? Or do I identify with it and let it affect more than just the moment? Something tells me that this pressure isn't just something that I feel as a new mom with an infant. Every stage of life with him will be my first time being a mom to a toddler, and then a grade schooler, then a preteen and a teenager. If I have more kids, then there will be thoughts about fairness and time spent with each of them and teaching them to get along. So instead of figuring out the right thing for every single decision about being a mom, the best thing I can do is release the pressure and be confident in who I am as a mom right now. That way, instead of trying to control my baby, I'm learning to let go of control in general and just show up as a mom with an energy that I'm proud of. So that's what we're talking about today. And our guest is Dr. Gertrude Lyons. She's a master life coach and relationship expert with over 20 years of experience. Through her Rewriting the Mother Code initiative, which challenges the traditional notions of motherhood and womanhood, Dr. Lyons has become a national mothering revolutionary. So today we're going to challenge the myths surrounding womanhood, mothering, and what it means to be a mother. So 3 key things we will learn are first, debunking the 14 myths of motherhood, how to break the thought patterns of traditional mothering and the rules that come with it, and how to ask, reflect, and have the hard conversations around what kind of mother you want to be. Hey there, wild minds. So this was just a preview, but you can access the whole episode with a Mind Love Premium membership. If Mind Love has been helpful to you in any way, consider helping support the show by joining this exclusive community. I promise I'm making it totally worth it. You get exclusive episodes, which means twice the Mind Love, in a private feed that imports right to your favorite podcast app, so you don't have to go to the web to listen. And that's not all. You also get all Mind Love episodes ad-free for uninterrupted listening. You get early access to episodes, and you get bonus video interviews and powerful meditation downloads. And finally, you get priority access to me, so you're free to reach out to me with any questions that you have about life, love, relationships, success, whatever it might be. And in more good news, you can get started free with a 2-week free trial. Just go to mindlove.com/premium. And if you're a student, reach out to me on Instagram and I'll give you a special discount.